guys, welcome back to the NFL Pick 6 Show Week 5 edition. As you can tell, my dad is nowhere to be found, and that's because he's on a business trip away. But I am going to lead the show today and give you guys our picks that we came up with. I can't lie, he kind of left it more on me this week, giving me some suggestions, but he told me to kind of just give you guys what I think is going to be best. And so I'm going to give you guys our 5 picks of the week, and then obviously our survivor pick. So let's get right into it. So for our first pick, I chose the Cowboys plus 2.5 at Pittsburgh. So my thought behind this was Pittsburgh is playing pretty well right now. And you're probably like, why are you taking the Cowboys? They're not playing as good. And you know, my dad said he's kind of a feel guy, and I'm getting a feel on this game if the Cowboys are going to kind of go out there and expose Pittsburgh a little bit. I'm not saying Pittsburgh's a terrible team, but I don't think that they're a huge 3-1 team like everyone's saying they are. Now, don't get me wrong, great defense, but the Cowboys, I think, have a better offense than people think. I don't think they're as good as they're supposed to be, and I don't think they will be that good this season, but I think this is a game that they're going to pick up on and they're going to win. For my next pick, I took the Cardinals plus 7.5 at San Francisco. And this is another one where you're probably like, dude, what are you doing? Cardinals just got blown out by the Commanders. San Francisco, they played pretty good last week. But the Niners played against the Patriots. Now, the Patriots have been playing better than they're supposed to. And the Cardinals aren't playing as good as they're supposed to right now. So what I'm thinking is divisional game, 7.5. That's a really, really big spread. It's almost too big to where you can't take the Cardinals. You know, they're usually closer kind of game, you know, when it's divisional. So that was my logic behind that one. Cardinals kind of just got blown out bad by the Commanders. Commanders are playing great football right now. So I think this is more of like a bounce back game for them, especially against someone within the division that they're one game away from each other. The Niners are 2-2, Cardinals are 1-3. So Cardinals win, Niners lose, boom, 2-3, 2-3. They're all tied. So for my next pick, we took the Ravens minus 2.5 at Cincinnati. Cincinnati on the struggle bus. Ravens, if they establish the run game, they are going to be very, very hard to beat. Let me tell you. Derrick Henry balled out first play. It was like an 80-yard touchdown. I don't know how a man of that size is moving that fast, but once he got in the open field, he was unguardable or uncatchable. It was crazy. That's when I knew the game was over right there. Even though we had Buffalo, I just had a feeling first play, really you're going to let 80-yard touchdown happen? Like, I knew it was over. I had to go to bed. Like, I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. So the Ravens minus 2.5. It is at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's struggling. I don't see them finding rhythm very soon either. Probably around week 7 to 8 is when I think they're going to kind of catch stride. They struggle more in the first half of the season, but it is divisional, so you never know. But I think the Ravens minus 2.5 is the right choice. So for my next one, we failed miserably with them last week. And I think this is a bounce back game because the team they're playing against, I'm a fan of, but they're struggling. And I'm taking Buffalo minus 1 at Houston. Houston isn't playing as good as they're supposed to right now. They should be a much better team. I mean, with all the offensive players, Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Joe Mixon, they should be playing so much better, averaging like 30 points a game, and they're just not doing that. They're barely squeezing out victories, and then they haven't even really played the best teams. They got blown out by Minnesota. I think this is a bounce back game for Buffalo. This is a lot of feel week. This is a feel week for sure. All these games are really close, you know. I mean, they're almost, to me, a lot of them are 50-50 games, and so I'm just taking, I feel like the plus spread is a lot better this week than like minus, because I think these are going to be really close. For our last pick, this is my dad's pick. I'm taking Minnesota minus 2.5 at home against the Jets. My dad going against the Jets, you know I have to take it because he's always on the Jets, and they've kind of sold the bag for us a little bit this year. I can't lie. They've only won us one game. We've bet on them. I think we've bet on them 3 times this year, and they just haven't really showed where they're supposed to be at. Minnesota playing great football. I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. So that's going to be our final pick. And our survivor pick of the week, we're going Minnesota against the Jets. I think the Jets are going to kind of fall off. They're going to go back to like that old Jets team that we're used to. I mean, obviously with a couple breakout performances here and there, Breece Hall, they have the weapons. They just need time to put it together. And unfortunately, they don't have a lot of time because Aaron Rodgers is getting old. So that's going to be a wrap for our show, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that post notification bell. And make sure to go follow our Instagram, guys. We're going to be posting Friday finals, Told You Tuesdays, all this other good stuff. Told You Tuesday couldn't happen this week. My dad isn't here. But we're going to start getting a lot better with the Instagram, putting injury updates, fantasy, whenever we can just kind of get the time to build that up. We're going to get there. But until then, have fun burning your books.